It's time for three things with three-time champ Matt Chatham as we approach conference championship weekend. We've got a team total you like in Kansas City and Cincinnati. You don't like the game or the total. The Bengals number for total points, 23.5. Over, under?
I'm over on that. I think as much as anything, Sammy, the game itself makes me a little bit nervous because I understand sort of the wave that Kansas City's on from this sort of outlier performance they had. And then, the Bengals come off a muted performance in sort of an ugly game with Tennessee, but Tennessee draws everyone into that. I like the notion here that a team that's actually beaten Kansas City and put 34 on them is expected to now go down a full 10 points with an offense of their own that's pretty hot. I don't think that'll happen. I don't know if the Bengals can pull the upset off, and I don't know if I like that line, but I do trust them to at least score north of 23.5.
Let's stick in that game. You like a quarterback prop. It's Mahomes, but it's not touchdown passes. It's not passing yards. It's rushing yards. His number at DraftKings, 29.5.
Well, we won big last week on the Josh Allen legs thing, and I really think Mahomes learned the same lesson. We saw him. He was spectacular a week ago, arm and running, but you also saw those moments where the game gets tight, and he realized he could break contain, and he is definitely not the runner that Josh Allen is relative to running someone over or running through traffic, but he does just a tremendous job of breaking the edge, tiptoeing down the sideline, and getting a few. And at that 29.5 number, it's just mild enough to know that if you get yourself a tight game, he's taken off. I think he learned his lesson. You saw the little glint in the eye. It's something that works for him, and I expect more of it.
All right, I feel like Robbie Gould hasn't missed a kick since the Chicago Bears cut him, which sounds about right. His point prop for the Niners as they take on the Rams, Gould 6.5. So 2 field goals and an extra point.
Could go either way, Sammy. He'll get the 6.5. I'm definitely an over on this. But the thing I like about it is you sort of go back and look through Robbie's history this particular season, especially here with an opponent that they know that they played twice. And he's north of it twice, 2 different ways. One where they're blowing him out, it's 31-10. And he's getting more of the sort of the extra point variety in just a single field goal. But the other game, when the offense struggles a little bit and they stall in the red zone and rely on Robbie to get a couple kicks, and then maybe there's only an extra point or 2. But either way, Robbie is going to be involved. I like that thing's set at 6.5. 7.5, probably not touching it, but 6.5, north of that, Robbie's good to go.
We need a touchdown, Robbie. We need a touchdown. Let's go, Matt.